Hello, my Mercurial mercenaries! Something rather just happened, my mercenaries. If you're noticing, I'm already perspiring and I've hardly started. That's because I've already done this time waster once. I've already done it, my mercenaries. I had 2 points that I was going to cover, and I've already covered point 1. And I just thought, just something in me just said, let's just stop the video and let's just check it. And I've done this big spiel. It's half an hour long, my mercenaries, half an hour. And I was at my best, my mercenaries, my best. Me, the Mercurial number 6, at my best. And I checked the video and it turns out, my mercenaries, that's why I'm looking down right now to make sure the lights are flashing. It turns out, my mercenaries, it turns out that the mic wasn't plugged in properly, my mercenaries. So you got like that for half an hour. Then I thought, what can I do? Can I magically do something with the audio and resurrect it? And the answer is maybe, my mercenaries, but it's easier just to do it again. But the problem is, my mercenaries, I would say, if I had a middle name, and I have because it's Mercurial number, because my first name is The, and my last name, used to call it a surname, can't do that anymore. Family name, I can't call it Christian name. My first name is The, and my family name is 6. My middle name's being Mercurial and number. But if I had another middle name, it would be, my mercenaries, got to be careful with this, follow me round, follow me round, follow me round. It's like a painting when its eyes follow you around the room, my mercenaries. See him? See him? See the painting? See the boy's eyes following you around the room? See that? Chicky Tangle? None of this was in the original. None of this was in the original version of this video. If I had an original name, my mercenaries, if I had a middle name, my mercenaries, that wasn't Mercurial number, it would be Spontaneity. And without spontaneity, the Mercurial number 6 does not a good boy make. Let's just put it like this, my mercenaries. It hurts me twice. Hurts me to my soul that I have already done 30 to 45 minutes of content that I had to throw in the bin, in the bin, in the bin, in the bin. Put it this way, my mercenaries. I forgot what I was going to say. If I was in a hotel, if I was the caretaker of a hotel, over the winter, over the mountains, here we come, I would be typing on a typewriter and I would be saying, all work and no play removes the spontaneity from Mercurial number 6. And I would miss out the, because that's the sort of guy I'm going to save me letters. All work and where's the if you can find one, put a ticky-tacky tick-tack, ticky-tack, tick-tack. All work and no play, typewriter sounds. All work and no play removes the spontaneity from Mercurial number 6. And I just do that again and again, paper after page after page. And then, you know, a few months into this stay at this damn hotel where I spent 30 to 45 minutes doing this video once already. And at the first time I did it, we had this gag because I opened this up that time. Went through the thing, I said about how I've been drinking Starbucks coffees and I've been to the petrol station and they were on special offer for 95p, but now they've gone up to their full prices, which was $1.99. And then the shop I stopped at on the way home today had the Starbucks coffees there, but it was because it was a corner shop, they were more expensive. They were £2.20 each, and I found these coffees instead. This is Jimmy's iced coffee, which is £1.20, so it's a quid cheaper. And I said, and then what happened was I was talking to the camera and I sort of twisted the lid slightly, and then I remembered I had to shake. You always have to shake the coffee, and I started to shake it, but I'd already undone it slightly. And I said to camera, I said, you should, before you shake a drink, don't open it, partially open it before you shake it. Just shake it first and then open it. But the thing was, because it was full, they didn't have a shaking sound because it was full. So I was doing that and it was silent. And then I drank a little bit, and then we had the shaking sound, and then I was doing this on camera, and we went through all the sexual innuendos and stuff. Anyway, perfect 10. She'd come over and she'd say, Mercurial number 6, but I'd correct on my mercenaries, and I'd say, perfect 10, you know better than this. Don't call me Mercurial number 6. Call me the Mercurial number 6. And she'd say, okay, the Mercurial number 6. And I'd say, perfect 10, how is it that you're speaking in my exact voice? At least put on a higher tone or something. And she'd say, okay, the Mercurial number 6. What have you been working on all this time? And I'd be there and I'd be shaking this, which is Jimmy's iced coffee. We've gone through all this already once, my mercenaries. We've gone through all of this. This family owned bloke in a beard. Tweet Jimmy at Jimmy's iced coffee. And she'd say, what have you been working on? You've been typing. All this stuff you've been typing. And I'd say, doing all this stuff for 35, 40, 45 minutes. And then finding out that it didn't record. It destroys the soul. And if anyone's going to go mad with an axe, or get transported back in time, or become a ghost, no one knows what the hell the end of The Shining is all about. If anyone's going to do that, if anyone's going to have a reason to do it, it's going to be someone who has spent 45 minutes recording a YouTube video that did not record. My mercenaries, where does that leave us? I've already done topic number 1. I was going to say put my heart into, you're going to take that. Someone comes onto a reality show and someone like a Simon Cowell will say to them, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do this singing shit? And they'll say, because they subtitle these videos now. The algorithm turns all what I say into words, and if it picks out a shite or a fuck or a cunt, it's a well, it blacklists me, my mercenaries, or whitelists me, I don't know. What was I saying? What was I just saying? Yeah, if a Simon Cowell type character says to someone who's on the stage and they're just about to sing, or maybe they've just sung, one or the other, doesn't matter. For the purposes of this, doesn't matter. They're just about to sing, and he says, so just sum up, what's your name? The Mercurial number 6. Okay, the Mercurial number 6. What are you going to sing for us today? I'm going to sing I Will Always Love You I'm going to sing Whitney Houston's version of I Will Always Love You. Okay, Mercurial number 6. It's the. Just tell us why you want to do this, why you want to be here. Well, I've always wanted to be a singer. It's in my heart and my soul. That's my mercenaries. The Mitchell and Webb thing was the first show I saw that pointed that out, but it's always annoyed me as well. Oh, I'll give it my heart and my soul. I've got my heart and my soul. My heart and my soul. Got to be careful with doing that. In a minute, that's got disaster written all over it, doing this all the time, my mercenaries. What I was saying was this. I've got 2 here today, my mercenaries. I can feel the sweat dripping down my brow. Feel the sweat drip down my brow. Is it me or is it shadow down the wall? I brought 2, right? I brought them and bought them. I bought them and brought them. I bought them and brought them. Original. See that? And mocha 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 mocha. Been through all this before. Spoken about Jimmy's coffee to the point where I was saying that I could be advertising the bloody thing. Not bloody. Bloody. 45 minutes I spent talking about topic number 1. It was quite concise because I started the video off. I was trying to do that thing. You get these creator YouTube channel type things that talk about what you should and shouldn't do on YouTube, and they say you've got to introduce it properly. get straight in there. So I started my mercenaries and I said, hello, what did I say? Welcome, my mercenaries. And there's 2 topics on this Timewaster on this fabulous day, the 11th of June, 2018. 2 topics. Topic number 1. Is it bad to spend too much time on social media? Topic number 2, rock music. Does it need to always be progressing? Does it always need to be pushing with technical boundaries? That's our 2 topics, my mercenaries. Let's get straight into topic number 1. And we went into it, my mercenaries, and it was quite good. And I did go to sidelines of coffee and shit. I was better at doing that on the first time. I didn't say the word and then, so get blacklisted and then do the shit. I'd said it straight away. So I'd say, let's get straight into the show. Wouldn't it be funny if the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, my mercenaries, wouldn't it be funny if the YouTube algorithm. Now, I had one like that the first time through. I said few fewer. There was a point where I had to say few fewer. And I said few fewer, and I said few fewer could be a politician. Imagine someone around sort of Imagine someone around Neville Chamberlain's sort of time, coming down a set of steps, but he's called few fewer. Few fewer says, in my hand I have a piece of paper. I forgot what I was saying again. This is terrible, my message. This isn't going very well at all. But I was being concise anyway the first time round. I've forgotten what I was saying now. It's terrible. Terrible. We haven't even gotten to point number 1 yet. Are we going to redo point number 1? So, and then I did that. I went, point number 1. This is point number 1. This is point number 1. Isn't this a lot of fun? Spinal Tap reference, but no one would have got it anyway, because no bugger here watches Spinal Tap. You're too young. You're still at uni or bloody school. That was another... I was going to get into that as well. I've already done it. I spent 45 minutes talking about that. What I'm doing. I didn't spend the whole rest... I didn't spend the whole... Oh, look. It's either starting to come out through the lid, or the... Oh, actually, it's coming out the sides. Oh, look. It is actually all dripping down it. Look. Am I just... Oh, great. Am I spraying coffee everywhere? I'm spraying coffee everywhere, my mercenaries. Brilliant. So I've got sweat running down my head. Feel the sweat drip from my brow. Is it me or is it Jimmy's iced coffee splattering all over the walls? Is this a dream or is it now? Is this a vision or iced coffee I see before my eyes? Oh, holy shit. Anyway, what I was saying on the first video was I tried this. This is cheaper than Starbucks. I mean, the thing is, it's supposed to be iced yet. It's bloody boiling hot now because I've been masturbating it in my hand for, well, there was the 45 minutes the first time, and now we're 14 minutes. So basically an hour I've been frantically masturbating this coffee in my hand. Is this a dream or is it reality? We haven't even gotten to topic 1 yet. I mean, the first time I did this video, it was a time waster extraordinaire. And now it's just ridiculous. And now I've got to work out whether I'm going to do the video, topic number 1, even though I've already spent 45 minutes talking about it, or whether we just move on to topic number 2 and we pretend the topic number 1 never existed. What do we do, my mercenaries? Oh, God, do you want to type with me? Do you want to type with me? Type with me. Come on, fight with me. Fight with me. Ha, na, na, na. Topic number 1. Topic number 1. Topic number 1. Topic number 1. Isn't this a lot of fun? Let me just check to see whether this is recording. Hold on. Okay, we're right back. No gap. I just checked it. Yes, yes, the audio's there. Unfortunately, we spent all this time with me on the big screen. Not the movies, just the big screen. So the video quality is terrible. If people are coming here for the first time, which they might be, this video is gonna shy them away, my mercenaries. Brilliant. The video creators type people would say, don't post this Mercurial number 6. And I'd say, well, for a start, call me the Mercurial number 6. And they'd say, don't. Let me just get, right, this is better. We'll stay like this now for the rest of the video, okay, my mercenaries? Because when I'm compressed up into the top corner here, the resolution of my little screen looks a lot better, okay? So far, we're all right. 2,472 mercenaries. It's all right. Of course, that wouldn't be going down right now because this isn't live. This is now only going to be watched when you're watching it, and even if you unsubscribe, it won't move this number until next time I do it. But what the hell? It's just, I don't know why I'm doing that again. Why am I doing that again, my mercenaries? Oh, it's such a nightmare, isn't it, my mercenaries? Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. Hang on. It's nice, this. Do it with a sniff. Sniff and iced coffee. Sniff and iced coffee. Bill Ryan used to drink a lot of iced coffee, and I never really understood it. I thought, hot coffee? Drink it hot, mate. Drink it hot. But I'm a convert. I was saying in the first video that I find this original version is just coffee, whereas I think I'm going to prefer the mocha because basically, although this says it's iced coffee, yeah, this is basically a chocolate milkshake, my mercenaries. And I think I'm more of a chocolate milkshake type person. Imagine if you were in a hotel with me, right? Not sexually, you're in a hotel and I'm typing away on a typewriter. I think just to keep me from chopping through your door with an axe, you would need to keep bringing me, as if you're my butler, keep bringing me mochas, all right, my mercenaries? Just keep bringing me mochas. Oh, I could crush a grape! God, I'm just sweating so much, my glasses are falling off. Okay, we'll just do all this again then, my mercenaries. Fine. Lily Allen, she's a singer over here. I like Lily Allen. She has her detractors. I've said all this before, which is why I'm kind of going through the motions now, but Lily Allen has her detractors. She's very outspoken on social issues. That annoys a lot of people. However, I like Lily Allen. I like her music. I like her. Lily Allen says she spends 5 hours a day on Twitter. That's the headline. She went on a programme called Sunday Brunch, and they asked her about social media. And she admits to spending around 5 hours a day on Twitter. And my point, I've said all this before, but you didn't see it because it never got posted. Because the video, the audio didn't record. I mean, I've told you this many a time before, but I quite often think of ideas for videos in the shower. And I think a great idea up. I go through all what I'm going to do about it in my head, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to do it. And I think it all through. And then when I've thought it all through, I think I spent so much on that. It was very good in my head. Brilliant, brilliant. No need to record it now. Job done. Move on, move on. And it's kind of like this. I've done this before, my mercenaries. I've recorded whole videos, and for some reason, the video or the audio is gone on it. And I've just haven't bothered redoing it. And I just think, yeah, it was done. It was done. No one saw it, but it was done. And in a way, it's like making music or writing a book or painting a picture. Does it matter if no one listens to your song, reads your book, or looks at your picture? Does it matter if your enjoyment is making the music? Does it matter if no one listens to it? There's a question. That's a question for a whole other video, my mercenaries, really. That's a proper topic for a discussion, isn't it? And it's kind of like that with YouTube videos. If I make a YouTube video and no one watches it, does a butterfly flap its wings? That's the question. But Lily Allen says she spends 5 hours a day on Twitter. And I think people's first reactions, and the reason why this is a headline in itself, is because people's first reactions, and mine a little bit, was, holy shit, how can someone spend 5 hours a day on Twitter? That's madness. And, you know, in here she admits, she says she's got a love-hate relationship with the media platform. And she adds, yes, it's way too much time. However, my point was, in my original video, people have reasons to do things, right? Now, Lily Allen's is kind of twofold. And the first time I did this video, I had them the other way round, right? The first time I had point number one and then point number two. Point number two was she obviously enjoys it. But let's make that point number one because it's the most important. The fact is, if Lily Allen spends 5 hours a day on Twitter, it's primarily because she enjoys it, right? Now, what was point number one, which is now point number two? I'm doing it again now with the next drink. What was point number one, which is now point number two, is Lily Allen has a reason to be on Twitter, perhaps, for 5 hours a day. And it's because she is promoting herself as a brand. promoting herself and therefore promoting her music. And in this celebrity-driven age we're in now, in 2018, of sort of publicity, self-publicity, it's kind of, you could say it's Lily Allen's job to be promoting herself and therefore to be promoting her new album, which came out a couple of days ago, called No Shame, I think. It's her job. And we went through this on the first video, but I went on Twitter because she just posted a tweet, because she's always on Twitter, posting all the time. But she just posted a tweet. It was an hour ago, last time I said it. Must be an hour and, well, 2 hours ago now. Saying she posted the UK charts and her album is in the top 5 of the UK charts. Now, is it in the top 5 because it's great music? Or is it in the top 5 because Lily Allen spends 5 hours a day being controversial on Twitter? And we've already gone through all this on the video that you're never going to see. But I was saying, where is the relationship, correlation rather, between success based on how good your song, album, film, piece of art is? Where's the correlation? Is success based on how good your album is? Or is success based on popularity? How good your promotion was in this celebrity-driven industry? Lily Allen spends 5 hours a day on Twitter and her album goes into the top 5. And then I said, this is common now with mercenaries. And I would say that success, the commercial success of music, is not based on how good your music is. I've made some fantastic songs over the last few years that I think they're fan. You've got to blow your own trumpet to a certain extent, but I think they're pretty fantastic. And I've had no real success. But I keep saying to you guys, the reason I'm on YouTube is the same reason that Lily Allen's on Twitter 5 hours a day. I started this channel as a means to promote myself for subsequent the Mercurial number 6 albums, songs, whatever. It's not really working. I'm no Lily Allen. I'm not as good looking as Lily Allen. I'm not as good as Lily Allen. I mean, I'm as good in certain respects. I'm going to put myself down too much. I think I'm better than Lily Allen in loads of ways, but you know, she's got something about her. People like it. They read her tweets that she spends 5 hours a day writing. You know, but my point in my first video, which you'll never get to see because the audio fell out, was she spends 5 hours a day, 5 hours a day on Twitter, right? And people are like, "Whoa, that's terrible. You know, that's terrible." However, I was saying that I try to keep my thumb in a variety of different pies. That's what I said, and then I changed it to I try to keep my feet on various different paving slabs, and I changed that to rice puddings for some reason, because I was thinking about putting my penis in a cherry pie, and I changed it to putting my feet in rice puddings just because it worked better. So I said I'm always trying to keep my feet in various rice puddings. So I'm trying to keep my feet in the rice pudding of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, various music sites, less so now, but various music sites like Bandcamp, and primarily YouTube. So I'm spreading myself out. And the idea that 5 hours a day on social media, take the Twitter thing out of the equation, just social media. My first video I was saying I can easily watch 5 hours of YouTube videos a day. No problem at all. And on days that I'm doing a recording and an editing and watching YouTube, I can spend 24 hours a day watching YouTube and working on YouTube and being ensconced in the YouTube ecosystem. And I then said, I took a break recently, and I took a break and I didn't do any YouTube. I listened to music, I read a book, I drank beer, I lay in the sunshine, and it was rejuvenating. And when people talk about being on social media affecting your mental health, I would say there is something to that. But the problem with talking about sort of disassociating yourself or stepping back from YouTube, and I found this the other day, and I've already talked about this on the video that the audio dropped out on, and I was doing this action here while I was speaking, right? But I watched a video yesterday, it was in the homepage, you're scrolling down, there's like videos by people you've never heard of, and they come in your feed, and the title looks good. And there was this hour-long video. You know how I like long videos with Mercenaries, because these short videos, people post videos like 30 seconds long. Don't bother, mate, I'm not going to watch them. I'm not watching a video that's 30 seconds long. I want some meat. Some meat and 2 veg. And perhaps not that. Just a big carrot or something. But I saw it had a good title. Probably something to do with, I can't remember what it was. It was like a vlog type thing. It was like some idiot like me just talking to the camera, right? So it was a bloke talking to camera for an hour. And he opened the video. He said something like, welcome, YouTubers, because he wouldn't say my mercenaries, because you're not his mercenaries. Hopefully you're not anyone else's mercenaries. You can be fans or whatever, but don't be mercenaries. He opened and said, hi, YouTubers. And then he said, and then for some reason he started to talk, and he just said, yeah, I don't watch YouTube myself, he said. I don't watch YouTube myself. I haven't got time. He said, I value my time, and I haven't got the time. I can't devote time to watching YouTube videos because it's a waste. We've got limited time on this earth, and watching YouTube videos is really a waste of our time. I just haven't got time to do it. So sorry. So he said something like, so sorry if I'm missing the point here and doing this, and I've missed some of YouTube news, and this because I don't watch YouTube myself, because I haven't got time for it, because I value my time. Anyway, I mean, he started, let's get straight into it. And he started talking for an hour. And at that point, I switched off, because I thought, you don't value my time, mate. Those of you that know me on this channel know how I think time is the most precious of all commodities. We've got limited time on this earth. In fact, I've been saying that. I've just allocated that to his mouth, but that's because I'm getting a bit twisted in my head. I think that he just said that he didn't have the time for YouTube because it was a waste of his time. I'm saying that the time being a valuable, precious commodity, my mercenaries. And it is. And it is. And I value the fact that you would even watch me for an hour, because we have got limited time on this planet, my mercenaries. And this bloke opened by saying he didn't have time for YouTube videos because they're a waste of his time. And he expected me to watch him for an hour. So I thought that was interesting. When it comes to someone spending 5 hours a day on Twitter or 5 hours a day on social media, time is valuable, and it is about how you spend it. But I would say Lily Allen has a job to do, which is promote her album. Her album is currently in the top 5. Therefore, her 5 hours a day on Twitter has worked. Now, I devote a lot of time to social media. Bits and pieces. It's feet in rice puddings, my mercenaries. I go on Twitter every so often. Okay, I'm not on there all the time, but every so often I go on there and I try to get involved. A little bit on Instagram, a little bit on Facebook, a little bit here and there. Just try to keep my toes in. But overall, you know, I can probably easily spend 5 hours a day on social media, and I can see that likes of Podrick Floyd or whatever just saying Mercurial number 6, the Mercurial number 6, you're wasting your life. But there's an element where it's a tricky one. There's an element where this feels like a job, a little bit. It's like work, and I think that's how Lily Allen, she must enjoy it. She must enjoy it, but it probably also feels like work for her. And there's a little bit like that with me, where I think, where do I stop? Where do I start? Where should I stop? I could abandon this today. I considered it last week. I was lying there in the sun, and I just thought, I could, if I never did another YouTube video, the world would keep spinning. No one would miss me too much, especially not after, say, 1 week. You'd just be like, you know, you move on with your lives and you forget I ever existed. And I just thought I'm quite enjoying this. Reading books, I could read books again. Don't have to do this. But then you come back to reality and you think, well, what's the point? I've got 2,472 people who pressed subscribe. And I've got about 150 to 200 people who sometimes watch my videos. I don't know where all the other ones are. They're not... Ring the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell, press the bell, unsubscribe, subscribe. But yeah, it's, I mean, this is definitely a time waster now, my mercenaries. I think, do you know what the main reason for this weird sort of branch I'm taking right now with this video is? It's because my glasses are steaming up slightly, and when I can't see properly through my glasses, I mean, I don't even need to wear them really to do this. I don't know why I'm wearing them. What happens is sometimes I think I need to look more intellectual. So I do glasses. Can you see what I'm doing with my hands there? And all I'm doing is rubbing the glasses, all right? Problem is I do it with my tie, and rubbing glasses with a tie. An optician would want me to get my little, my snappity snap case. Snap, snap. Oh, get the little bit of cloth. Oh, get the little bit of cloth. Oh, the first 45 minutes that I did the first time was much more eloquent, my mercenaries. Much more eloquent. This is just terrible. I'm still shaking this damn drink. This is terrible. This is going terribly, my mercenaries. Terribly. But it feels like, now that it's not going up, is it? The number 2,472 just sits there. The reason for having this on the screen right here, the reason for having this up there is so that you can watch it go up and you can go, oh my god, I just witnessed Mercurial number 6's subscribers go from 2,472 to 2,473. Oh, mother. Oh, dear me. Let's just try the mocker. Let's not try the mocker. Let's just see that. Right. Look. This is the interesting bit, right? According to one piece of research, young people who spend more than 2 hours a day on social media sites are more likely to report poor mental health. Now, I think that's, especially when you take a step back from it, it's something that you can appreciate, that may be true. However, they've used the word but, I'll just say however. A study in 2017 found that up to a certain point, digital screen time improves mental well-being. It doesn't get disruptive until you start going to 5, 6, 7 hours a day. Well, that's a lot, my mercenaries. So what? We've got two completely conflicting pieces of research there. And what's not helping right now, I'm doing this again with my hand, but what doesn't help right now is you've got the likes of Simon Cowell being very vocal about the fact that he's given up his smartphone. He's given it up, he's gone. Don't use a smartphone. And now he's started to say, anyone who uses a smartphone, you're all a bunch of idiots, wasting your lives. And you think, yeah, that's great, Simon. But if you gave me £100 million and said, there you go, there's £100 million, don't use your phone anymore, I'd probably go, yeah, do you know what, I can survive without my phone. Now you give me £100 million. Yeah. So I think it's weird to be spoken down to by people in that kind of position. You know, this for me, this little slither of metal here, metal and plastic, this contains Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and everything on it. And I either exist through this everywhere, or without this, I exist purely in here. That's the thing, my mercenaries. So when you want to talk about mental health, which could be a whole other video, I think that's the point. Right, okay then. But the first time I did this video for point number 1, it was brilliant. I got to say, maybe I'll publish it one day and you can lip read. But I had some great little funny little side stories and things, and it was going really well. It was really good. I was quite happy with it. But this time it's been terrible. Right. Okay, I think we've shaken it enough. Let's try, because Starbucks, I think, was £2.40 and this was £1.20. Let's try Jimmy's iced coffee. Okay, let's just give it the screen time it deserves, my mercenaries. Hang on. Here we go. Let's try Jimmy's iced coffee mocha. And again, there's his face. It's blown out. Overexposed. That's webcams for you. There's his face, see that? With beard. And the Union flag in brown. And Twitter. Tweet Jimmy. Jimmy iced coffee. If I keep saying Jimmy iced coffee, perhaps he'll have to pay me. No, actually, do you know what? The weird thing is, my mercenaries, the way YouTube's set up, because I've shown this on camera and I've said his name enough times, I'll end up having to pay him. He'll put adverts in front of this video and I'll be paying him, even though I'm advertising his... I'm not even advertising. Jimmy didn't give me this one, mercenaries. And do you know what? Jimmy probably hasn't really got a beard. Family owned, made in Britain, tweet Jimmy. God, let's go back to make me small again. Look, I'll put point number 2 on the screen while I open this, all right? Because I'm losing my voice. 45 minutes the first time I did this was. There's point number 2, right? There's point number 2. It's on the BBC website. There's point number 2. It was from 9th of June, so I'm 2 days late with it, but what the hell. Let's try Jimmy's iced coffee mocha, my mercenaries. You still recording? Yeah. Bloody audio. I should keep my eyes on my lights. Keep your eyes on the lights and tell me. I did that the first time, didn't I? Yeah. Keep your eyes on the lights and tell me. I also had a bit about a whole section, the first 45 minutes, on how... That's right, I remember now. When I was showing Jimmy's coffee, let's just put it back on the screen again. Hang on. When I was showing Jimmy's coffee, right, its tagline, can you see that? It's on the bottom there, on the strap line there, is keep your chin up. And what I was saying was, that's a phrase I use all the time. If I see someone who's down, or someone's having a bad time, I simply say, keep your chin up. And no one ever says it to me. And I kind of wish they did. I wish someone would say, the Mercurial number 6, keep your chin up. Because it just, you know, like that. But then I was thinking about it on the first 45-minute video that you never saw. I was thinking, what does that really mean, keep your chin up? Because you can, right? Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up. So you do that. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah. Chin up. Then I realised that basically, keep your eyes on the skies. If you keep your eyes on the skies, you won't see the detritus on your feet that are in the rice puddings. And I said that could be the name of the album. The Mercurial number 6 album. Keep your eyes on the skies and you'll miss the detritus at your feet. Anyway, let's just try the mocha on mercenaries. Here we go. Can you see that? Open it. See, I'm opening it. I'm opening. It's like an unboxing on mercenaries. It's an unboxing of some coffee. Hang on. Losing subscribers by the minute here. Right. That's good. Tastes like chocolate milkshake, my mercenaries. It's good. I wonder if it's like the Starbucks one, which says, warning, this contains a lot of caffeine. People who say all the time. You watch YouTube and there's a lot of don't say Get yourself out of saying and My first video on YouTube, I was saying and all the time. And you know. People say you know all the time. Here we go. Caffeine content. There's 37.9 milligrams for every 100 millilitres. This is the proper time waster now, my mercenaries, because you're just watching me drink. And we can do this. We can do this. We can keep this going. Do you want to just watch me drink? Ready? Here we go. But what else are you going to do on a Monday night? By the time I edit this video and put it out, my mercenaries, it won't even be Monday. It'll be bloody Tuesday. Sunday. Bloody Sunday. That's good. I've got to hurry up, my mercenaries. I'm running out of time. It's a shame, because if that first 45-minute one had worked, then point number 2 could have had a massive amount. Maybe I shouldn't do point number 2. Maybe we should just stick with point number 1. Point number 2 can be for another day. Let's just skim over point number 2. Point number 2 was, there's a band called You Me at 6. Now, if you are a regular viewer of this channel and you, if you're that was a Dalek thing there, not a no, not going on here. Exterminate. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. It's sweat. It's as hot as the sun in here. And I've drunk far too much coffee. I drank a lot of coffee before I even started drinking these coffees. Holy crap. I mean, holy crap! If you're a regular viewer of this channel, I don't mean like that you're a reviewer of this channel and you go regularly to the toilet. Because, you know, you could say this channel might keep you regular. I can think of other channels that keep me more regular, my mercenaries. To be fair, there's plenty of channels out there that keep me very regular, but then they've got thousands of subscribers though. Ooh, he's a bitter bastard. He's a bitter bastard. He's a bitter. He's a bitter bastard. If you remember, I went to a You Me at 6 gig. I did a video about it, and I'm there, and this. Must have been this guy here that's on the screen now, and he said to the crowd, he said, "Woohoo!" He didn't actually go woohoo. He just said to the crowd, "Hello." He didn't say hello either. He said, "So, hands up, who out there has never heard of You Me at 6?" And see, I've just sweated on my glasses again. And I put my hand up. And I looked round. This is a 3,000 capacity venue. Packed. This is You Me at 6 supporting 30 seconds from Mars. Or to Mars. From Mars. And I put my hand up. And I looked around. A packed 3,000 capacity venue. And I thought, I'm the only person with my hand up. And the singer pointed at me like I was a quit, and everyone in the crowd looked at me because I had my hand up like this, and I noticed they're all like teenagers or younger, and everyone in the 2,999 people hated me all at once. It was one of the defining moments of my life. And my mate, who was standing next to me, who I'd gone to the gig with because he made me go along to see this 30 Seconds from Mars band, he said to me, he grabbed my arm, pulled it down and went, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I said, "Well, he asked." Anyway, it turns out, little did I know that, yeah, 30 Seconds, You and Me at 6, rather, are a very popular band. I just never heard of them. What I've realised now is, don't put your hand... If the singer of a band says, "Hands up, who's never heard of us," don't put your hand up. I would also say, if you're the singer of a band, never ask the crowd, "Who's never heard of us?" If I'd done that at gigs, "Who's never heard of... Hey, how you doing?" I wouldn't have said, would I? I'd like, go on and... "Welcome, my Mercurial mercenaries. Who's never heard of me?" If I did that with mercenaries, there'd be 3,000 hands would go up in unison. Then, oh, brilliant. That's just brilliant. See that? My chair's just broken. My chair's just broken. That's just brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. The arm's just broken off my chair. There you go. So if I ever did a gig like that, I would shout to the crowd. I'd go up to the crowd. Yeah, if there was a crowd, no one would be there, would they? They'd never heard of me. But anyway, just how I was supporting somebody. Go up to the crowd. I'd be shaking some chocolate milk in this hand. Well, coffee. And I would say, "Welcome, my Mercurial mercenaries," blank faces. "Hands up, who's never heard of me?" All the hands would go up and the arm would fall off my chair. Oh, it's just done it again, even though I just... Oh, brilliant. And the washer things come off. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, yeah. And the other little bits come off. Brilliant. That's just brilliant. Where's the screw then? Where's the bolt? Hang on. Where's the bolt? Usain Bolt. There it is. There's the bolt. There's the bolt. Brilliant. That's just brilliant. So, that's brilliant. Well, I think if ever there was a time to not do point number 2, it's probably now, my mercenaries.